Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 5. Guys, to be fully honest, I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling like in an hangover. Yesterday it was European elections in all Europe and for sure in France. And clearly, what happened in France, I felt so ashamed. I felt so desperate. I felt so sad. Like really, it hurts. It hurts to the situation, like to imagine that really that is the France that I'm living in. Apparently, like I don't recognize myself at all into that idea of the France and all that. Clearly, I woke up this morning and I saw how much it impacted me, because clearly I feel like I'm sick, you know, like I have the impression to have a fever. I'm really feeling like in an hangover. And right there, you know, sitting to watch a new episode of Demon Slayer, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be entertained, and I'm gonna be entertained, and that's gonna be great, and I'm gonna spend a good time with you. For sure, during the episode and after the episode, I'm gonna spend a good time. I'm only gonna be focused, you know, on this episode, and that's gonna be cool. But I have to be honest, during this intro, you know, normally I'm talking about what happened during the previous episode, I'm reminding you my theories, what I think, and all of that. And clearly right there, I don't feel like doing it because I'm feeling sick and tired, and I'm feeling also tired of speaking, tired of seeing stuff, like because of the actual context, not only the European elections, but also the news since weeks, you know, with multiple wars which are impacting us and which are really taking all of the place, not only on television and all, but also in my mind. And also with, yes, really the European elections, and also with things like that. Like I have the impression that I'm tired. I'm tired of everything. You know, like I have the impression that my body and my mind are tired. Like I don't want to talk anymore. To say what? And for what impact? It's not gonna have any impact because apparently the world is like that, but it's not my world, and it's not what I think, and it's not what I want. So I'm really like, I'm desperate. And you know, it's not just the European election, it's the same, you know, for these wars, it's the same for everything. I can't do anything about it, I can't change it, I'm against it, I hate everything. And me, you know, as a human being, a simple human being, I'm feeling so meaningless and useless and desperate and sad, just so sad that I'm feeling really like, what? I don't know, what? I don't know. So yes, for now, see, I'm into that mood. So I'm not gonna take this intro, you know, to talk about Demon Slayer, what happened during the next episode. For sure, I would have many things to say about the fact that we're really gonna have apparently one episode for one Hashira, one training, and that's so great. And the last one with Tokito was so great. To see that the kid is changing, now he's smiling, now he feels like he has real feelings. He's not empty, me, right now I'm Tokito from season 3, beginning of the season 3, you know, like I'm that Tokito. I'm the Tokito who was empty, who was not feeling anything, who was not talking at all, who was just there. I'm that Tokito. I'm not the new Tokito who is smiling, who has feelings, right there, who was training these guys with real motivation and all, and who learned also that it's great to spend time with people, to not just push them to train and all, but also to be there with them, to spend time with them, to build a team, a true team. See, I could say a lot of things about the previous episode and how much I appreciated it, but for now I'm feeling like the old version of Tokito, and just that. Just... well, that's it, you know, really that feeling. So, I'm gonna stop right there this intro. Don't worry, during the episode and after the episode, you know me, I'm gonna be into it, I'm gonna have plenty of stuff to say, but for now, no. So, let's go for this episode. You guys, if you want to have these reaction videos for Demon Slayer one day earlier and with a longer reaction part, maybe even the full one if it's a big episode, you can subscribe to my Patreon. It's the best way to help me, to support me, because I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so each little help can be appreciated. Even if it's just for 1 month, it's okay, it can be already great. It seems that I'm hungry and that my stomach is gonna make some noise. I'm gonna try to take something, you know, before the episode itself, to not have that kind of noise during the episode. But if it's the case, I'm sorry, I can't control my body, you know, like... clearly my body today chose to act as ever it wants, because clearly I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling sick when clearly I'm not, so... That's the mood for today. Oh, just a warning, with that kind of mood, if something bad is happening during this episode, I'm gonna have no patience and no diplomacy. I'm gonna insult mothers of people, okay? You don't know me, maybe you're just watching my reaction videos for the first time. With that kind of mood, something bad is gonna happen. I can cry in 1 second and I can get mad also really easily and insult people. Like, I'm not gonna be diplomat, I'm not gonna be like, oh, maybe that guy had these reasons. I'm not gonna try to understand. I'm just gonna go like, fuck you, fuck your mother, and go burn yourself. You know, like... I'm not gonna have any patience today. I prefer to warn you. It can be surprising, you know. First time with me, it can be surprising. You're warned. You! Hey! I'm in charge. Shut up. You're warned also. Let's go for this episode. Little tomatoes. I chose little tomatoes. I'm like, well, maybe it can help. I want to see zenitsu and inosuke also. I think that they can help my mood. That's all. It's good. They're dancing. Why? What are they learning from that? Yeah. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. No, it's so great for your body. It's so great. If you want to be into a good health and for a long time. It didn't finish with the flexibility thing. It did? Okay, that was quick. Are you jealous because he's close to her? These obstacles? You mean these persons? Oh, I'm not sure you're a good teacher, you know? Like, you're learning them how to be precise, you know? You're good, Tanjiro, you're good.
話にならん。
Oh, you did?
稽古と言えるのか。臆したな。
Yes.
これじゃどうしようもない。世にも恐ろしい訓練開始。使うのが木刀だとしても。
We did not have all of them, so wait before saying something like that.
これ本当にやばい。だってこの人の達筋、異様な曲がり方するんだもん。
Ah, yes! I forgot.
狭い隙間でもぬるりと入ってくる攻撃。
I forgot about that.
頼む、当てないでくれ。
Maybe you should give them a speech so they're gonna support you, they're gonna trust you with their lives, you know.
かまど、お前あれだけ柱と稽古した後でよくやれるな。
みんなに迷惑かけたくないから。
See how dedicated he is?
そうだな。
That's what I'm talking about.
これ傷に染みるだろうな。
絶対。
せーの。
どうした。走るだけかノロマ。
イグロさんとの戦いにだけ集中するんだ。障害物を避けて刀を振る。それと同じだ。
Ah. You're visualizing yourself somewhere else. And you are seeing really only obstacles, you know, not people.
イグロさんの攻撃をよけて自分の方からを攻撃できる。
You're going for it. Ooh, good job!
攻撃が当たりイグロさんの羽織の裾を切った時訓練終了と言われる。
Is he gonna accept that?
ありがとうございました。
さっさと死ねっこを生かす。慣れ慣れしく甘露寺と喋るな。
Oh, you're such a nice person, like, Zenitsu!
訓練に戻るか。
Oh?
殺されるか。
That much?
今日から訓練に参加させてもらいます。よろしくお願いします。
調子乗んなよ。俺はてめえを認めてねえからな。
全然大丈夫です。俺もあなたを認めてないので。
Yeah.
禰豆子を刺したんで。
You're right.
いい度胸だ。
I love Tanjiro like that.
島津川さんの訓練は善逸がああなるのも分かるきつさだって。とにかく島津川さんに切りかかっていくという単純な打ち込み稽古だった。失神するまでが一区切りで。
It's more helping him with his training to have the mark, you know?
島津川さんは特に俺への当たりが強く、一瞬でも気を抜いたら大怪我して。初日でこれはまずい。待ってくれよ兄貴。ケンヤの声。
しつけえんだよ。俺には弟なんていねえ。いい加減にしねえとぶち殺すぞ。
You're denying him? You're rejecting him?
それからてめえは見たところ何の才覚もねえから。
He's so great! You can't say
呼
that.
吸も使えないようなやつが剣士を名乗ってんじゃねえ。
そんな。
Oh, it's so weird to see him being sad and all.
俺は兄貴に謝りたくて。
Just for what?
心底どうでもいいわ。うせろ。
Oh, Genya, it's so weird to see you like that.
俺鬼を食ってまで戦ってきたんだぜ。
なんだと。今なんつった。てめえ鬼を食っただと。
I think that they said earlier, or we guessed earlier, that they were siblings, but I didn't remember that we saw their relationship being so bad, all of the thing about apologizing, I'm denying you, you're not my brother. Zenitsu, I love you with all of my heart, I swear. Calm down.
殺すのは簡単だが対立違反だしよ再起不能にすんだよ
Your brother?
今すぐ鬼殺隊をやめるなら許してやる
ふざけんなさっき弟なんかいないって言っただろうがゲンヤが何を選択したって口出しするな中野
You have a point.
兄貴じゃないって言うから絶対に俺はゲンヤの邪魔をさせないゲンヤがいなきゃ上限に勝てなかった再起不能になんかさせるもんか
そうか
He's the sweetest.
じゃあ
Tanjiro!
てめえから再起不能だ
団長
こいつ止めやがった いい度胸してるぜてめえは死にてえようだ
No, it's the contrary. You're saying that he wants to live. You're saying that he wants to die. I think that he wants to live. You have that urge of living, of resisting, of fighting more than anything else. You're defending him when he's like that with you. It's the same like before, all of you together against him.
風柱との修行は中断の上接近禁止が命じられた
Banned?
品津川兄弟の仲を取り持つことはできなかった
Oh no! Really?
そんなことする
We're not gonna do something else about that? もう
これは滝だ人がいる
inosuke.
神道滅却すれば日もまた涼しようこそ我が修行場へ
So cool! I cannot wait to discover more about him. Okay, so in fact, we're not gonna have one episode for one training of the Hashiras. Like, I have the impression that this season, they didn't know how to build it. You know, I have the impression, and I know also that it was supposed to be lighter no matter what and shorter no matter what. So, beginning it, I was like, we can't have one episode for one Hashira training. It can't function like that with the number of Hashira that we have. It can't function like that. But, you know, little by little, they convinced me that, yes, maybe it can happen. Like the one that we had for Tokito. We spent also one episode with Tomioka, so I was like, maybe in fact it's gonna be the case. Into this episode, we had 4 different Hashiras. We had Kanroji, and really her, it was about eating and dancing. I love my girl. Like really, I love my girl about the fact that she's really a lot about food, and really, I love her for that. She's so sweet also, she's so nice. And her training was about flexibility. I think that it's important. I'm not sure that Tanjiro is that flexible, you know, that in just 1 day or 2 days he managed to succeed with her training. But for me it's really something important, flexibility when you're training, when you're making sports and all, you have also to work on your flexibility. It's because of that that you're gonna improve also with getting better in the sport that you're practicing, you know, around that. Like really, it's really important, and no matter what, it's really important for your health all along your life, to have a good health all along your life. It's really important. So I was all for it. I'm sad that it didn't last, you know, for a longer time, but I can imagine that they didn't have a lot, you know, to show us. So after that, we had all of the training part with Iguro. That was a good training, you know, like it was to learn him, to Tanjiro, how to be really precise, to go for it, to not be afraid of hurting other people, like to have the conscience about what is around you and to not hurt people, to be careful with that, to really just go for your target. Yes, to be precise. And that was really great. And how Tanjiro succeeded by visualizing really all of these people as real obstacles, it worked, it functioned. The guy himself is a bad teacher. His training was good, but he was a bad teacher. Like really how he was doing it. Like I'm not sure that the persons, you know, were waiting like that during the entire training. I'm not sure that they learned something from that moment. And clearly how he was acting and all, for me, was a bad teacher. Was he really just pushed to be like that because of the fact that he was jealous of Tanjiro being so close with Kanroji? Like at some point you need to open your heart to the girl. If it's really that much for you to have Kanroji just being nice with someone else, you're gonna have an issue. Like you need to open your heart, you need to do something about it. But his training, yes, was great because Tanjiro learned something from it. For Kanroji, it was more his body learned something from it. After that, the training with Sanemi, I'm gonna say Sanemi because his last name is way more difficult for me to say. The training with Sanemi, I had the impression that it was more about his own training to fight, to have, you know, his body temperatures increasing, so maybe he's gonna have the mark at some point, then really about training these guys, these students. What did you want to teach them right there? To learn how to attack someone as a group? To learn how to coordinate an attack maybe? I'm not even sure. Do you understand what I mean? I had the impression that his training was, yes, more for himself, you know, in fact at the end. Boof. No matter what, we're not gonna have the answer about it because Tanjiro was banned from that training, so we don't know what he could have learned from it. All of the Genya conversation with Sanemi, I'm really... Like, I think that they said earlier during the anime, because you know that I'm not reading the mangas, so I think that during the anime they said earlier about the fact that they were siblings. But I'm not sure that we never had these two into the same room, you know, talking about their relationship as siblings. So clearly for him to reject, for Sanemi to reject Genya that much, being so rough, and for Genya to be so sad about it, so desperate about it, it was not only a surprise, but it was also like painful to watch. Oof. He was really rejecting him. And Genya didn't know what to do. Genya apologized to him about what? We didn't have that story earlier. We don't know what happened between them, their background. So I'm really like, what? And all of the thing about the fact that Genya ate demons and it's making Sanemi really mad, so he went for him to attack him, like really to attack, with that desire of destroying his own brother. It's awful, like really, you're considering that you're all by yourself, that you have no brother. It's not just you're mad at him, it's hate that you have against him. You hate him. What happened? Really, what happened between the two of you before and all of that? What does it mean for you? Like, for sure, I love that Tanjiro defended Genya during that moment. I was surprised for Genya to let him do it, but I was glad. And all of what Tanjiro said was so right. You know, like, if you're truly not considering Genya as your brother, who the fuck are you to give him orders? To say that, no, he can't do that, it's not allowed. Who the fuck are you? If he's not your brother, you're no one, he's doing whatever he wants. You have no impact on his decisions, on his life. No. I love Tanjiro when he's like that. Tanjiro is the sweetest, that's not new, but I love him when he's defending people. That's really the moment when he's at his best and when he's proving that he's the best, not only as a human being but also as a fighter. When he's there to defend someone, Tanjiro is better than everyone else. The fact that he involved zenitsu into the thing, so after that the two of them got banned. So we'll never know what maybe we could have learned from that training with Sanemi. We're not gonna know and we're not gonna evolve with that situation between Sanemi and Genya. Maybe we're gonna keep that for a new season, another narrative arc. I think that it's gonna be the case. But for now, we don't know and I'm a little frustrated about it. I have the impression that you teased me something which is gonna be really cool, really great, really interesting, full of surprises, of emotions also. Because for sure, a relationship between siblings which is turning so bad, for sure it's gonna bring a lot of emotions. So I have the impression that you just teased me something which is gonna be amazing and I can't have it right now. And in fact, right now we're gonna be with Himejima, the stone Hashira. We're gonna be with him now, and with Inosuke, we're gonna be back with Inosuke. That's cool. I cannot wait to discover more about this Hashira. I have the impression that we just saw him a little, and the only thing that we add about him is the fact that he can get emotional really easily, can cry also a lot. But clearly, we can learn really more from him. I really have the impression that he's also wise in a way, and he's talking with his heart, and I think that Tanjiro can learn a lot of stuff coming from him, and I think that he can be a good teacher also. So it's gonna be interesting to see that training. What Hashira are we gonna miss? You know, after Himejima, after the stone Hashira, what Hashira are we gonna miss? Only the butterfly Hashira, the insect Hashira, Shinobu. She's gonna be the only one that we're gonna miss. Remember that we have 3 episodes left to finish the season. So that's cool, in fact. If we're spending the last one with Himejima and maybe also a little of Shinobu, it means that we can have at least one entire episode about something big which can happen. Like, we know that Shinobu, she wanted to go on a mission, to go against the demon. You know what happened with her sister, so maybe we can have one episode entirely about that, in fact. I was not sure of it, you know, at the middle of this season, with how everything was progressing, I was not sure of it. That we could end all of the Hashiras training during this season, I was not sure of it, so now I can see it like as a possibility, clearly. But at the same time, we need to have news about Muzan. We know that all of these eyes from Upper 4 are taking information right now inside, so we need to have news about that also, to know what are going to be the consequences of that. We need also to have at least one Hashira getting the mark. You know, none of them, they have the mark right now. You know, none of them succeeded right now to have the marks with all the ones, you know, didn't have it before. None of them, you know, managed to have it, so at least one needs to progress on that for this season. 3 episodes, I think that we can do it. I can imagine also that the last episode of the season is gonna be longer, so maybe we can do it. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now with this review. It was a cool episode, a good one. The fact that it was so, you know, like the rhythm was like that and we jumped from one training to another one, it really helped with my mood because I was focused on what was happening and I was enjoying it, and also really during the time of this episode and during the time of this review I forgot about my bad mood and about everything which is happening right now. So it felt great. Thank you for that, Demon Slayer. Like, really, you improved my mood, you helped me with my bad mood, so thank you a lot for that. And see, I didn't insult anyone. That's great. I'm gonna stop with this review. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.